All right, welcome to EOS Hot Sauce Live. My name is Tebetan Tanka. I'll be your host for today. What we just saw was our click track audio visual NFT that we dropped last week. Thank you for everyone who supported the drop by buying a copy. It sold out the day we went live on it, so that's great. Thank you everyone who participated in that. All right, now moving on to today's show. We've got a nice show for you lined up today. We'll be talking about positive EOS coverage in the media, EOS Network video interview with Yves, Dan, and Zack, EOSIO Plus working group meeting videos, EOS community fireside chats, claiming Pomelo Grants, Upland Metaventures begin, EOSIO Swish Workshops, the LATAM and Mandel editions, and finally, another EOS drop that's coming up, the Tebetan Tanka drop. So let's get into it. So this week, you know, the wider community, crypto community, was exposed to positive articles about EOS on a variety of sites, including CoinDesk, Yahoo.com, Crypto News, and others. Titles of the articles included: EOS creator Dan Larimer is back. Dan Larimer returns to the EOS Foundation to rebuild after Block 1. EOS Network to enter a new era led by ENF and Dan Larimer. Dan Larimer and ENF to fork EOSIO codebase into a new repository called Mandel. Dan Larimer returns with a multi-year plan to revitalize EOS. EOS wants to fulfill its 2017 promises with Dan Larimer and a declaration of EOS independence. So those are the titles that have been shown widely to the community, to the crypto community this week. And it's great to see so many sites picking up on these news. These articles were surprisingly accurate. Oftentimes you'll find errors in these articles, but these articles paint a clear picture of the state of EOS and all the different parties that are currently building to revitalize the network. Here are some of my favorite passages from the many articles that were published this week. So in this article from CoinDesk, we see here Block 1's relationship with the EOS community boiled over late last year with the crypto governance equivalent of "you're fired." On Yahoo.com, we had a nice introduction that says, after a decisive axing of ties with Block 1, the EOS network is once again under the technical guidance of the EOS Foundation, and original network architect Dan Larimer has been reinstated to rebuild. And finally, on Bywire News, we have a nice conclusion to the article that says, Mandel, together with other initiatives spearheaded by the ENF, has injected renewed momentum into the ecosystem. This is a network playing catch up fast, with the ENF taking the reins alongside Dan Larimer and a vast network of developers. EOS is well on its way to full independence. Absolutely. So it's great to see. If you want to read these articles, of course, as always, check in the show notes. All the links for today's topics that we talk about are there. All right, moving on. We've got a lot of, we've got the EverythingEOS channel that's coming back to life, and they're going to be publishing a lot of videos, which is great to see. The first one they published is this video entitled "A Collaborative Vision Forward for EOS with Dan Larimer and Yves Larose." On top of the EverythingEOS weekly report, which you can find every Monday on their Medium account, EverythingEOS is going to be publishing a lot of videos, which we'll be talking a bit more about that later on in the show today. So for this specific video, you know, it's described as, ENF describes it as a new era of EOS is upon us, with a wide constellation of contributors across the ENF, Clarion OS, sponsored working groups, and others within the community. This roundtable discussion features the ENF's own Yves Larose and Zack, who are joined by Dan Larimer, of course, the architect of EOSIO and the CEO of Clarion OS. So in this part 1 of 3 series, they discuss many pressing topics within the EOS ecosystem, including the relationship between Dan and the ENF, as well as some of the challenges faced when developing on a decentralized protocol. The topics for this video are relationship between ENF and DAN, development priorities, working in parallel, challenges for decentralized protocols, reaching consensus, protocol upgrades versus system contracts, taking action, feedback process, and listening to the community. Just a few days later, as well, before we move on to part 2, if you rather get your news in written format, you can check out this article by Bywire, which recaps the video that we were just mentioning. Part 2 of the video was released just a few days later. And the topics of this video include concurrent priorities, avoiding single-threaded mindsets, implementing new ideas, standardizing token contracts, EOSIO Plus for protocol upgrades, skin in the game for communities, shared liquidity between chains, taking action to avoid paralysis, blockchain is consensus, system contract changes, EOSIO upgrading itself while running, and emulating EVM in WASM. So definitely check out those videos if you haven't done so yet. Now, moving on to the EOSIO working group meeting videos, Rami James, who previously worked on a scatter wallet and is now working for the Ultra network, is part of the EOSIO Plus working group and has committed to posting all of the EOSIO Plus meetings on his personal YouTube account. So head over to his YouTube channel, which you can find here, Rami James, and subscribe to get notified when he's posting new videos. And so at the time of the writing of publication of this video, only the January 13th meeting is up, but Rami has confirmed that he'll be putting up this week's video very shortly. Now moving on to the EOS community fireside chat. So those are going on in Discord. So we definitely invite everyone of the EOS community to join our Discord server. Again, link down below in the show notes. And the EOS community fireside chats lately have been, well, on fire. If you haven't joined us yet, I strongly encourage you to do so. These fireside chats happen on Wednesdays at 2000 UTC. It has a very friendly vibe and everyone's welcome to just listen in or maybe say hi or ask them some questions or share some updates about projects that you've been working on. Everyone who shows up does earn a pop token NFT that can then be used to win some EOS prizes. One thing I particularly like about the fireside chats, other than the very friendly vibe and hanging out with the community, is that we oftentimes end up getting some sneak peeks about news and updates from a variety of projects before they're officially and publicly released. Also, Yves, the executive director of the ENF, has always been present to each of these fireside chats so far and is always ready to answer questions from the community. So if you want to talk with Yves, ask him some questions, this is probably the best place to do it. Yves has mentioned on these fireside chats that he prefers live video talking instead of typing for sharing his thoughts and comments. So definitely join us on the fireside chat and ask him some questions if you want. Some of the topics we discussed this week on the fireside chat was the Mandel name placeholder and some funny AI suggestions for it. EOSIO Plus working group details were shared. We also learned that ENF is planning on releasing a lot of video content in the coming weeks and months. Actually, Yves is going to be recording some solo rants that he's doing himself on a variety of topics. So Yves is always monitoring all the chats, Twitter, Telegram, Discord, of course, and he's keeping up to date on community sentiment, what people are asking, the questions, etc. And so he's going to be answering a lot of these questions, comments, or topics in video rants that he's going to be doing. He's got 26 planned already, so definitely subscribe to the EverythingEOS YouTube channel. That's where these videos will be showing up. This week we also talked about the Pomelo matching grants that have started being distributed, season 2 funds and how much is going to be available, still not officially public, but those who join the fireside chat have a good idea of how much that's going to be. And of course, our Pomelo season 2 NFT series, that the .gems team has been working on and is very excited to show off to the community. We got some updates from a variety of projects, including the EOS Power Up NFTs that are coming up. You can get them by donating to the EOS Power Up, and then these NFTs are going to have some utility on the EOS Power Up platform. We got some challenge DAC updates. Apparently there's a grant, a bounty product that's going to be released in the next few days. We're looking forward to seeing that. And of course, we shared some EOS NFT updates. All right, so we'll break from the topics. Want to remind you guys, smash that like, subscribe to our channel, and let's check out the chat, see who's hanging out with us at this time. We've got Slonong Boys, SO4432. We've got Veronica, Michael, Yarrow, Jeremy, Mr. Cesar de Carmo, Daniel Keys is with us, and a bunch of other people. Love that all of you are joining us live. And for those of you who are joining us live, who want to win a Party Cracker NFT, what you'll have to do is you'll have to leave a comment on this tweet that we tweeted out this morning about the hot sauce going live today. So this tweet was posted on the EOS Nation Twitter account at 9 a.m. Eastern this morning. So what you do is you get in here, you leave a reply, and all you got to do is leave your EOS account name as a comment, and then we'll be giving out 10 Party Cracker NFTs to everyone who leaves a comment before the end of the show. So this is only available for people who listen live. All right, another little announcement is that the spicy rares are coming back after popular demand from a lot of our collectors, and also popular demand from within our own team. Seems like everyone loves the spicy rares, so we're bringing them back. They won't be weekly, however. We'll be publishing them monthly now. So we'll be publishing 100 copies per month. So before it was, 50 times 4 weeks. There's going to be a lower amount of supply, only 100 per month, and they're going to be dropped into the Party Cracker prize pool every month. So so they're going to be hard to find. If you want your chance to get some spicy rares, you will need to tune in live, get some Party Cracker NFTs, or follow us on social media. Our .gems account, our EOS Nation account, will be hosting contests out there and distributing more Party Cracker NFTs. And finally, a bit of EOS Nation news. Today is actually the 4th year, our anniversary, our 4-year anniversary. So 4 years ago in 2018, on this day, Denis Carrière, who's now our CTO, sent me a message. He's like, hey, Steph, been looking into EOS. I think it's a great network. I think it has a lot of potential. We should become block producers. To me, that was outrageous at the time. I didn't think we could compete on such a level, but thankfully, Denis had great ambitions. Yves at the time was very interested by the challenge, and we just dove in, head first, and we've been working hard ever since. Managed to reach #1 rank on the block producer rankings, which at the time is not something that I would have ever imagined possible. So, I want to thank all of the founders of EOS Nation for all of the work that we've been doing since the start. Our team has grown a lot, including our interns. I think we're up to over 30 people now on the EOS Nation and .gems team. So thank you to everyone who's joined the team since then. And of course, thank you to our community who's been supporting us every day for the last 4 years. Of course, without your support, without your votes, we wouldn't be here. So thank you very much for that. Personally, for me, this adventure we've been on with the EOS Nation has been the most incredible thing, the most rewarding thing I've ever done. And I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. And I'm super happy to keep going and for at least another 4 years. All right, so moving on to the next topic, which is claiming Pomelo Grants. So in just a few hours, was it yesterday or the day before, Pomelo Grant owners are now eligible to claim their matching funds. So in just a few hours, Pomelo Grant owners already claimed over $220,000 in matching funds. So congrats to all 75 projects who are eligible to claim Pomelo funding. And the EOS worker proposal system is now fully operational, which is great, which is something that we've been working towards for many years as EOS Nation and of course as the EOS community. As of this morning, the latest stats is that 137,000 EOS has been claimed, which is about 80% of the matching funds. So yeah, congrats to everyone who participated in season 1. It was a great success, and we look forward to announcing season 2, the start of season 2 coming up soon enough. All right, up next is the Upland Metaventures Block Explorer Shop. So Metaventures are officially live in Upland. This means players can visit 10 player-owned shops in the metaverse to purchase exclusive block explorers, which are kind of the icons that you use to play the Upland game. So you can head over to one of the in-game shops and view the owner's inventory. This marks a big step in Upland on their journey to becoming a fully metaverse integrated game that runs on the EOS blockchain. They've built up a sizable player base so far, attracting around 60,000 players every day, which places Upland, as we can see here, as the 8th most popular DApp across all types of dApps on all types of blockchains. So absolutely big congrats to Upland, and let the Metaventures begin. All right, next up, we have the EOSIO Swish Workshops, LATAM and Mandel edition. So this is actually the first Mandel Swiss workshop. We're breaking this exciting news today on the Hot Sauce Live. Thanks, Patrick, for that exclusive. And you know, Patrick Schmidt is back again with another series of EOSIO Swiss Workshop videos, more accurately now named the Mandel Swiss Workshop videos. This Sunday, there will be 4 Mandel Swiss Workshop videos being dropped on both Patrick's YouTube channel and the Bywire News YouTube channel. So these 4 videos include Dan Lammer with a Mandel breakdown, Edgar and Lewis from EOS Costa Rica with some Core Plus working group information, Randall Rowland with EOS support, and Michael O'Sullivan from Bywire News. But wait, there's more. On Sunday, Patrick is also dropping the 4th edition of the EOSIO Workshop LATAM edition with Maurice Venegas. So let's show some support for Patrick and let's subscribe to his YouTube channel here. He's got 302 subscribers so far. We'd love to get a few more for him today. All right, moving on to the Tebetan Tanka EOS NFT drop. So in this series, the .gems team is working in cooperation with Pure Land Travels with the goal to support Tibetans in their own cultural and economic sustainability and introduce NFTs and an innovative method to extend social benefit. So these original artworks have been produced by the Thangka painter Tashi in collaboration with his students. So Tashi has made his life mission to preserve Tibetan culture by teaching the revered discipline of traditional Thangka paintings to the next generation of young Tibetans. Many of his students are orphans that lost their parents during the 2010 Yushu earthquake, and much of the revenue generated through this NFT drop is going to be goes back to funding and supporting materials and boarding costs for these students. So it's a great, we've got some great art and it's for a great cause. So get ready for the drop. It's going down next week on Thursday, 27th of January. There's gonna be 3 pieces dropped: the Buddha of Light, Buddha of Wisdom, and Buddha of Medicine, with 21 mints each, going at a price of $50 each. So here we can see one of the NFTs that we're dropping. Really beautiful art, really detailed. Yeah, we look forward to bringing that to the EOS market. All right, and also we've got a interview with the artist Tashi, which you can find in the show notes. It's not officially released yet; it's still unlisted. But if you want to get a sneak peek at it, you know, you just check the show notes and watch that video. All right, so that wraps up the topics for this week. But before we go, I did want to quickly mention that our DreamBIG collection, which was the first NFT pack collection released on EOS last year in April, has been absolutely tearing up the charts the last few days. It's the top volume traded on the secondary market. The drop page, which is still active, sold out of the megas, and we've had hundreds of standard packs selling as well. So it's great to see so much activity for this classic EOS NFT collection. Seems like the EOS NFT scene is really picking up, and we love to see it. So that's gonna be it for us today. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna leave you with the DreamBIG video that we released last year. So thanks for everyone for tuning in. Thanks for listening, and tune in next week for another edition of EOS Hot Sauce Live. All right, Yana, hit it. Are we gonna play the video?